show him like, hey, I was here in the old days. The old days were where it was like, real.
The old days before Ryu started punching people in the face. It's like
Ryu's been punching people in the face before this game came out. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Before all Smash games came out.
Pretty much. But when was the last time you would think Ryu would punch a guy like Ike in the face?
Hello, mystery voice. What's your name?
Oh, hey, this is Bars of Journey, guys.
It's Bars the Journey, Drugs the Story.
Yeah, I'm feeling
He's a man of many epithets.
Feels like a Bars of Journey day today.
Right.
But let's get into this match. So, Waldo is down a considerable percent. How do you think this matchup goes?
Well, he can't do that. I was just about to say focus attack is going to be an issue. Ike has no aerials that break focus attack. And in terms of moves that break focus attack, what does he have? One move actually breaks focus attack.
I don't think he has any multi-hit moves. But I think
Ether.
I think this is the part of the matchup where Ike can excel in. You could grab Ryu, get Ryu off the stage, and go for edge guard. He has a big sword for a reason. He has to swing it around somehow, and there you go. We got the confirm. I think that's one part of the matchup he could definitely take advantage of. He does have a little bit more mobility than Ryu, so that's something he can exploit in the matchup.
Does he?
Oh, yeah. I mean, he has pretty good mobility. He has pretty good empty hot mix-ups. Waldo especially has very good empty hot mix-ups.
Oh, yeah.
Like I said, he's walling him out. He has him in the corner. And now Ryu has to struggle to get in, which is one of Ryu's main issues.
I'm actually really impressed with Waldo's ability to just wall him out, especially considering how convincing that first stock was.
Yeah.
And now here we see him just like he's getting his throw combos. Honestly, Jen isn't focus attacking enough. Like, I believe that. Like, he's getting his... what just happened?
What is my life?
Was that like top tier SDs?
This guy,
was that like top 10?
Waldo came all the way from Florida to fight against a 12-year-old and die on stream. Waldo, I love you. Don't do this to me.
He went offset. He was just like, wait, hold on a second. I need to go check on the bottom screen. And he goes, I was like, okay, everything's in order here. And then he just dies.
Oh, my God.
It's like, he didn't need to do that. What happened?
Okay, so going into the next match, I think Waldo will be fine if he can employ the same game plan because he started gaining momentum on the second stock.
Oh, yeah.
You started walling him out. Jen was having problems getting in until at SD. So let's see if Waldo can at least carry that momentum into the next game.
The one thing I'd say, though, is that Jen is, from what I've seen, a pretty momentum-based player. Ryu, in general, kind of is like that. He has all these big combos, big strings.
Yeah.
And so when somebody, even though, like, Waldo might not necessarily, like, have his, his momentum, shut down, he might have given Jen some, like, real fuel, because now he's up a game.
Yeah.
Kind of for free.
But now we go to this triplat. You have Waldo getting some nice strings on the platforms, trying to keep Ryu out like he is. And it's from what I've been seeing, it's been a real struggle for Jen to get in. Once he gets in, he gets a couple 2-3 hits, and he can't really extend it for more than that.
Why isn't he focus attacking, like, even in neutral? Because, like, if
it could be easily punishable, especially with Ike's play style. He could grab him right out of the focus and punish him for it.
This is the thing. Like, if he sees that Ike is going to jump, he just jumps and focus attacks. Like, what is Ike actually going to do about that?
Grab? He could run away?
No, because he's already in the air.
So, look, he has him off stage. That was a great,
amazing tech.
Great tech coming from Jen. That was impressive.
Yeah.
But let's see if you could use some of that focus hack to maybe get in and see if it helps him.
That's what I just said, actually. So, interesting thing there. Like, that's what I was saying you should try doing.
And
is like
swung his sword in his face and he just died. I'm sorry.
I was just going to say, actually, the big issue which I did not think was going to be, is the pancaking. That once Ike throws out this move and he hits the ground, he gets a lot shorter, and the hitbox for focus attack is not great on, like, the bottom side of things.
Okay.
So, like, in that case, like, he hit him, and he just, his face went into the ground, and Ryu, completely whiffed.
Now let's see how Jen is going to get in and get this kill, because it seems like Waldo is walling him up pretty effectively. He's camming him on the platforms, making Jen try to approach him. He's not pushing anything at all. This is a great strategy by Waldo, and he's struggling to get hits in. He's just swinging his sword, and, last time I checked, sword beats fist. So,
It's the classic rock, paper, scissors, sword beats fist. But, all right, so now we're looking at this, and
he struggled. I mean, that was good back air. Let's see what he could do. And he's been getting these cancels very consistently. I think if he knows he's going to go for the platform, he should try to preemptively punish that.
Yeah.
And he has him off stage again. Another missed input by Waldo,
He
unfortunately.
got the tech. That was the hard part of that. He got the tech, and then, he couldn't press up and B.
He had to flick the directional stick upwards and press the B button. It's a little bit, it's a smaller button, not the A one. Okay, he's not extending these combos off these strings. He has to, with a matchup like this, when it's hard for you to get in, you need to extend every punish to your maximum ability.
Every advantage you gain from neutral, you need to make the most of.
Okay.
And whether that means putting him in the corner and keeping him there, or just like getting a really strong string or a juggle, like
Yeah, and he's trying to get in with the focus attack like you said, but it looks like he's not really converting off him that well.
Yeah, I'm actually really kind of surprised at the.
Yeah, it's hard for him.
Well, specifically, like when he gets a hit, like I've seen Jen do some crazy stuff off of like like any kind of hit.
Yeah,
and
but
now
he's running away. He's trying to get some Hadouken pressure to get inside. Great power shield by Waldo.
of course, it is worth noting. He's the death percent. See the death percent.
Ooh, almost punched him right in his headband. Would have been a bad sight.
Right. We do have 2 minutes on the clock, so timeout probably isn't really inside either of these characters. What an amazing tech! Oh, who does that? Who knows that was an amazing delay too? He doesn't get actually countered by it. This might be that's the sort of thing that like gives you the momentum to like run it back.
Now he has his win condition. He's gonna walk up to him, punch him. He could sneeze on him, and Ike will die.
Well, specifically, he has to get one of his frame two moves. Oh my god, I almost died.
Oh my god, please. Oh my. Okay, he scouted that. He scouted that out. Okay, he's learning. He's picking it up, and he hits him with his sword. The two-handed sword that he uses with one hand. Why is he so brolic? I don't understand this. Wow.
We're getting a replay of this.
That was amazing. That was honestly
and
amazing.
like let's also talk about that. Like that was so smart. Like consistently throughout that recovery, I've been really liking Jen's just ability to recover on the whole. There it is again.
Tech Master Flex Jen. That's kind of crazy. Okay, so we're gonna go to FD now. How do you feel about this? How do you feel about this counter pick? I guess there's less space for Ike to run away, so it's easy for him to corner him.
So I think the big thing is that if you saw the end of last game, Ike was just camping on the platforms the entire time, and like that basically nullified Ryu's whole threat of his tilts. Yeah. So I think that his #1 priority is get rid of those platforms so that I don't have to worry about basically just the tilts, so that I can actually use my tilts when I'm trying to catch up with him.
So one thing I'm noticing now is that Jen is usually using a little bit more of his Shoryukens to try to get Waldo out of his comfort zone and not just stand there and swing his sword a little bit. Because even though it's not the best projectile for zone breaking, he is using it to get in. And he's using it. He's using it pretty well right now. It's netting him a considerable amount of percent. So I guess it's a viable option.
Yeah, and right now these two are evenly matched in percent, and I'd say they're evenly matched in kill power. Okay. That could be it. No, just barely hanging on.
That's kind of crazy. It's kind of a DI mix-up because if you try to jump out of it and he forward airs you, you could die off the top because you held up, and that's just GG's.
I mean, you can jump without holding up.
You're right. And he just whipped that Shoryu.
Wow. Yeah, and Waldo, not at this point, we saw game 1 how he made that crazy SD, but it looks like he's running it back throughout this entire set.
Yeah,
he's been doing.
He's running away, keeping him at bay. Okay, wow, that was pretty impressive. It's kind of hard to do when Ryu's up tilting your shield like that. It's kind of hard for you to just get the dash out like that. It's pretty impressive. And now Waldo's kind of running away with this game right now. Oh. He did not get the Shoryuken. He did not punch him in the face like he wanted him to.
Yeah, and that's the sort of thing that when it starts happening to a Ryu player, it hurts them even more. Even more than just you lost the ability to kill them. Now you start to second guess yourself. You're like, will I be able to do it next time? And that pretty much increases the chance that you'll miss it.
I don't know why he took that chance. He didn't have to do that. I don't know why he swung his sword in his face. He could have just ran away, kept his distance, swung his sword. Would have been okay. But let's see what happens this time. Let's see if Jen can close this gap.
Also, I'm especially surprised because that was the golden percent for grabs for Mike. You could be conditioning over the course of the game. We have not really seen a lot of tomahawk grabs come out from Waldo, and that's normally one of Ike's best tools. People love to shield his strong hit aerials, and the fact that he has good grab game means that
that pivot grab, that was a little saucy. So I think why he's not going for these empty hops is because he does not want to play in his space. He does not want to risk getting hit, getting juggled, getting punched, and he just
right as I said it, he empty
hopped and swung his sword.
I was calling the empty hops.
He empty hopped and swung his sword upwards, and he cut him right in the face. That's pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. Pretty great showing from Waldo. He kept to game plan. He kept him out. Didn't stray from it. Pretty solid play from Waldo. And I'm glad he didn't come here all the way from the sewers in Florida to just lose to a 12-year-old. I would have